We won't stand for corruption. We won't stand for stealing kids. This is the Tiff and the Punisher podcast, now joined by the angry citizen. This is a powerful trio set out to spread the Constitution. This is a powerful trio set out to stop the evil CPS.
We won't stand for corruption, and we won't stand for stealing kids. This is the Tiff and the Punisher podcast, now joined by the angry citizen. Tiff and the Punisher, they won't back down. Fight for the children in every town. They are taking our kids every day. I shout them in and no one has a thing to say for those who have been isolated. Don't be worried, you have a voice today. So listen up everyone, here is the story. Child Protective Services is real. CPS is what they call it. They want our kids because it fills a lot of people's wallet. We all think it won't be us. We say when they come we will be so tough. It all sounds good when there's no one to take them. But when they come, your voice gets to breaking. Stay calm, step away. CPS ain't taking no one today. We are educated. Stay calm, step away. CPS, you need to leave. I know the tricks up your sleeves. You can't do what you're trying to do. We have done our homework. Don't and the Punisher have come for the calling. They are giving us the CPS warning. Their voice is loud and clear. We stop losing our kids this year. Tiff wants to fight the entire planet. She is tired of our kids being taken, god damn it. She's been fighting CPS for 30 years, bringing children home from this disgusting mess. The Punisher is screaming out loud, abolish CPS and tear it down. I want all our kids to come back. Look at all those kids, pictures held up like thin tags. Together we are stronger than we need. We will tear down CPS with high speed. We will do so much being together. Birds of a feather flock together. So watch out CPS, here we come, picking you one by one. We promise to bring back the family and prosecute the caseworkers unhandily. Give us back the kids you have taken. Tiff and the Punisher sending you all on a vacation. The one with bars in the windows, and the only games you play are old Nintendos. Corruption in courts, here we come. We won't stop until it's done. You judges need to learn what you stand for. This is Tiff and the Punisher warrior, and we cry out to all of you out there. We need support for a cause that many don't care. All children are being stolen way too often. So CPS, we plan on doing the stopping. Stopping.
What is up, ladies and gentlemen, on this day of, I was just trying to make this video, and it makes me mad that I didn't get it done, but so be it, such is everything I do. But you know what I didn't realize? I did not realize that they did that attack on our freedoms, and our biggest, that son of a bitch shot Charlie Kirk and try to hinder the freedoms that we all practice here in these podcasts on the eve of September 11th.
Yep.
The irony. So if you're not going to tell me that that was just some lonely college boy that fit in, that they have his gun and he's running away and all of this, you're absolutely full of shit and you're an idiot. Because that there was a mark on America that was trying to put a stain on this country. And, they failed, man. They failed. All they did was piss people off. Did you happen to see what Tom McDonald did?
No.
Oh, man, you got to watch this. This is pretty freaking cool. Let me see. Pull it up here. Of course, because of my great planning of the podcast every day, sometimes I don't have the clips in line where they're supposed to be or at all. But this is a pretty cool... oh, shit. There it is right there. He does this. This is pretty badass. If I can get it to share for you.
Shot down and he was barely 31. Another woke coward took a life with a gun. He left behind a wife and a daughter and a son. All he did was try to speak for all of us. And I'm so tired of the hatred and the narratives. The patriots ain't dangerous. Well, people are the terrorists. They shot and killed the father, sent a message to Americans. They ain't gonna stop until they bury us. Dear Charlie, I don't know if you can see us now, but if heaven has a window, I sure hope you're looking down. Cause we ain't going quiet, we gon' scream your name loud. And you're gone, but I swear to God that we gon' make you proud. We ain't backing off or giving up, I'll preach what you taught me. They may have killed a soldier, but that man had an army. This is far more deep than some political parties. And you can't kill freedom, so this one is for Charlie.
This ain't the America that all our parents love, but good men try to keep making it great. Pray that God will take care of us. The system is failing us when good men die for the things that they say. So I gotta be brave, cause this is America. Lately it's scaring us, but one good man can change it all in a day.
Killed in cold blood for having a discussion, and liberals are celebrating murder like it's justice. You didn't kill a villain or the evil that it comes with. You killed a father and a husband. And I'm so tired of the left and all the wokery. We can't get along if you just kill us when we don't agree. Sniper rifle fire from a liberal that dared I might be next to die when I'm just buying groceries. Charlie, well, make sure your children know that defending all our freedom is why you aren't coming home. I hope heaven has a window you can watch your children grow and hear your message echo from below. And we ain't backing off or giving up, I'll preach what you taught me. They may have killed a soldier, but that man had an army. This is far more deep than some political parties. And you can't kill freedom, so this one is for Charlie.
This ain't the America that all our parents love, but good men try to keep making it great. Pray that God will take care of us. The system is failing us when good men die for the things that they say. And I can't be quiet, so I gotta be brave, cause this is America. Lately it's scaring us, but one good man can change it all in a day.
Good stuff, bro.
Yeah, man, Tom McDonald knows how to come through in a clutch, you know? He really does. I mean, he comes up with some good, powerful stuff for being just a YouTube, you know, celebrity, man. He is freaking awesome. And this is true. This isn't about a left and right thing. This is a complete left thing. And we said that last night, Dana, but it's becoming more and more prevalent that this is what this is. And, you know, like I said, I don't know if anybody saw what Donald Trump was saying, but Donald Trump said, go after these son of a bitches and use every bit of power that they have to catch them. So we'll see what happens.
And again, this, like I said last night, every one of us that are out here doing stuff like this. Like I have a rally next Saturday in person.
Mm-hmm.
We're all targets. They don't like they don't like what we're talking about. Any of us can be taken down at any time. He knew that. We all know that. Sometimes I'm in denial about it. My dad's like, oh, you're a target. I'm like, no, I'm not. Maybe I am. But I can't stop. I can't let anybody put fear in my heart, because if we don't continue this, nothing is going to change.
Mm-hmm. And, you know, just to stop now would just be that man's death would go in vain.
Yeah.
Not that any of us ever even thought about stopping, because the care for the passion, you know, it's the only way that you were going to stop him was to kill him. He would have never stopped for anybody if anything happened, you know, like he would have just got louder. And that's what we got to do. And that's what everybody's got to continue to do. Nobody can stop because of this. No one can be scared because of this. You got to just, well, no, you can be scared because of it, but you can't let that hinder what you're doing. You know, like you can't be like, oh my, and you know, and I swear to God, if people start catching on and trending and crying because they're, you know, be real about this. Don't be some fake asshole trying to get, you know, ratings on your YouTube and so on and so forth. You know, like you even knew who the guy was. Half you didn't even know, but now they're all, come on, be real about this. Your family deserves that.
I didn't know who he was, but he affected my dad and my sister. So, I mean, obviously he was doing something right, but the point is we're all targets, and we all know that. And like him, he did not fear. I mean, I sent you the videos. I just feel bad for his family. Yeah.
Well, I mean, thankfully, the way those videos looked is that he didn't even know. He was just answering a question, and that was it. Lights out for him. So that's that. But, well,
what's disturbing is the amount of people who are openly celebrating It's all over X, and they are delighted. They are dancing and singing, and they are so very happy, thrilled, ecstatic, with dopey smiles on their faces. And
how can you do that?
Oh my God, it's
in what
they're demons. They're demons, these people.
In what way is it? You know what? Even when Osama bin Laden got captured and killed, and even when Saddam Hussein was hung, and even with all these other people that we've gone into combat with in my lifetime, when they posted up, oh, these people were dead, I've never celebrated the death of somebody. I mean, that's something that's sick. That's sick.
Very
absolutely
twisted. You have to be a special kind of evil to be delighting. And here's the thing, I've been in the middle of many a debate. I have friends who are very conservative, very Christian, dare I say right wing. I do not like that phrase because it's used to sow hate and division, but they're clearly on the right side of the issues. And I have a lot of friends who are very liberal and on the left. And as an illustration, when Donald Trump was elected president, the people who hate him they acted as if Donald Trump's immediately going to set up concentration camps and start murdering Americans by the millions. Like, that would have been the only thing I could think of that would have warranted the visceral, hateful, psychotic responses that these people had. And a couple of the people that I'm referencing are people who are close to me, so I don't necessarily have an ability to separate myself from these people if I wanted to. And the subject came up, and I try to avoid it because they don't have a reasonable discussion. They don't have a rational exchange. They lose their minds and they start spouting lies, gibberish, and ad hominem attacks. They get mad and hateful and nasty and belligerent, so I avoid it. But in one case, it was sort of unavoidable. And so this particular individual was telling me how she was afraid. She said, "I'm afraid of white men." And this is one of the most bizarre things that has ever been said to me, implying that somehow all the people that voted for Donald Trump were white men. I pointed out to her that a substantial number of people that voted for Donald Trump were women. A substantial number of them were black, and very proudly boasting that they were supporting Donald Trump, black conservatives. There's a lot of black conservatives. A lot of minorities, Latinos, turned out in record numbers to vote for Donald Trump. It's a fact. I'm not making stuff up, and I don't adore Donald Trump and worship him and go around, praising him all the time. I'm simply stating fact. So she glossed this over and began telling me how he wanted. This is what she said. She said, Donald Trump wants to ban birth control for women. She was mighty mad. I said to her, listen, I've never heard that, and I'm pretty sure I would. I have my ear to the wall, folks. Okay, I spend a lot of time, like Darren, and probably Tiff the same, looking through and sifting through all the posts, the various articles, videos that people put up. I want the truth. I want to know the truth myself. And I have never heard that. So she said this, that this is something Donald Trump wanted to do. And I said, I'm pretty sure I would have known this. I would know that he wanted to do this. I would have heard him say it. I would have seen the arguments and the conflicts online. Haven't seen anything about it. I'm going to look into this, okay? So I did. And I was able to find, I'm pretty sure it was a press conference, and listeners can correct me if you want, it doesn't matter, but that someone had asked him something along the lines during a press conference, do you want to ban birth control for women? And his response was, I don't remember verbatim, but something along the lines of, we're looking into a few things or something. It was very vague. It wasn't specific at all. And then during a subsequent press conference, someone asked him about this, and he said, we are not considering that, or we're not going to do that. And just flat out no. And yet here this woman was mad as hell at Donald Trump because she said he wanted to ban birth control for women, which was demonstrably false. And this is where we are as a nation. These people have no substance to their arguments. And look at the things they say. They don't say, Charlie Kirk said this awful thing. Okay, Charlie Kirk said that he hates black people. Okay, that would be actionable, right? That would be something you could sink your teeth into and say, oh, what? He said that? What a terrible thing to say. What a horrible person. What a racist, right? But they can't. None of them can articulate a specific reason why they hate or hated Charlie Kirk. They don't even know. They are fucking crazy. Excuse my French.
Yeah.
They are crazy. They've lost their damn minds.
I agree.
No rhyme, no reason, no facts, no logic. Just
yeah. Yeah, it's asinine, man.
They're insane. They are absolutely stark, raving, batshit crazy. You cannot talk to these people. You can't reason with them. And man, I've been in the middle, and I've been shoved to the right really hard. I've lost every bit of faith I might have had in my leftist friends. They're insane. They have lost their minds.
Mm-hmm. This is the truth, man. Look, you can't even get an argument out of Tiffany.
No.
Something to be said for this.
Right, because it's all true.
True.
Mm-hmm.
It's true.
It is.
Yep.
It is. And it's just a sad day, man. It's a sad day that I can't even believe that, because I'm not going to say I forget about September 11th, but it doesn't play a big.
It's overshadowing September 11th. It really is.
Mm-hmm.
That's sad. Yeah.
And that's you can't tell me that that's not that's a target on everybody in this country, every person, every podcaster, every whatever you are, any person that speaks out against whatever it is. The fact that you have the freedom in this country to say what you want, when you want to say it, how you want to say it, to whom you want to say it, and the fact that on the other side, there's people that can reciprocate by listening to what you have to say, forming their own opinion, and having the right to agree or disagree with you. All of those values and all of those things were under attack. So this wasn't just an attack on Charlie Kirk. This was an attack on America, the ideas of America, all of that. It's a big freaking deal what this is. And that's why you're not going to tell me that this was just some Joe Schmuck. Isn't this funny? Now here we got another shooter from a rooftop, from a this and from a that, blah, 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 blah. That doesn't tell you that someone's got money up their ass this morning because they just shot a guy that completely didn't deserve being shot. And you got something coming to you, man, because this was not done by a 20-year-old kid and, mad at the world. This is a well-equipped, well pulled off, planned assassination, and you're not going to tell me any different.
No question. And Alicia's made a couple of real interesting comments in the chat, and the first one I want to address. She just said Charlie was, quote unquote, was so horrible because of statistics. He pointed out, he stated facts that people didn't like. Facts are facts. He knew what he was talking about before speaking on them, and you're absolutely correct. And that's what I run into. Okay, when I'm talking to these people and they start losing their minds, and I look at them and I go, "Why are you so angry?"
Right.
I'm just telling you the truth. If your house is on fire and I tell you your house is on fire, you're going to kill me?
Right. You get mad at you for it?
Me, son of a bitch! Bang! You're dead now. Ah! Right. Dude, your house is on fire.
Yeah. And the only person that was going to save you, you just shot and killed. So you're an idiot.
Yeah. And she asked, this is really important. Okay. She says, how do you teach your children that they should speak out when they'll kill you for doing it? And there's no easy answer to that. When I started this whole angry citizen thing, one of the first things I had to accept was I'm going to lose my anonymity. If someone wants to try to track me down and murder me, they would be able to track me down. I'm not hiding. I'm right here. Okay. You can find out where I live if you really want to pursue it. Okay. And my choice is, like Tiffany was saying,
he lives in Texas, everybody. He is in Texas.
You bow down, or you accept that that's a risk, and you speak your mind. So I ain't backing down. I'm doubling down. I was thinking about giving up, dude. You and I had to talk about this. I'm old and I'm tired. I'm tired of doing this. I'm tired of the hate. I'm tired of the lies. I'm tired of the flagrant contradictions that people look at things I'm saying and tell me I'm wrong when I'm clearly right, and the evidence is right in front of their freaking eyes that I'm right. And they're going, oh, no, that's wrong. And you know what? The people on the left, God help me, I tried so hard not to use divisive terminology like left and
Mm-hmm.
right. But you know what? Sometimes the damn shoe fits. And in this case, what these people do is they use logic, reason, and science until it doesn't suit them anymore, right? They'll have a debate with you, very rational, and they'll assure you that they're not going to have any hard feelings. Oh, no, Darren. Oh, I'm happy to agree to disagree. You know, it's okay. We can have a friendly discussion. Yet, no, they're lying. Because as soon as you prove that what you're saying is right, what happens? I'll tell you a little tale you'll love. Okay. I used to have a roommate years ago who was a huge Obama fan. Okay. And he was constantly talking about Democrats, and Democrats were wonderful, saintly, caring, benevolent people, and Republicans were scum sucking, evil, horrible demons. And he would mock and ridicule every single thing that the Republicans did. And he comes downstairs one day and starts off with, you know what those Republicans are doing now? And I said, whoa, stop the bus right here. Whatever the Republicans might be doing, those Republicans, which, and I'm not a fan of politicians, I'm not defending Republican politicians, but rather saying, if you're so critical of them, why aren't you ever critical of the Democrats? There's nothing you could say about the Democrats, that nothing they've ever done wrong. No time ever have they said anything reprehensible or passed rules, laws, legislation, like giving themselves a raise and exempting themselves from the consequences of their own laws. And of course, he got angry. Always get angry, number one, right? Because I'm pointing out an unpleasant truth. I've revealed him to be a hypocrite. And we got into it about Obama. And I pointed out a few facts about Barack Obama that my roommate didn't want to hear. And dude, he lost his mind. He freaked out. Class 5 meltdown, screaming, shaking in rage, screaming in my face, I don't care. I don't care. Geez, that's what we're dealing with. They are unhinged lunatics, and we're stuck with them because we're in the country with them. They exist, they vote, they're able to post their nasty, demonic TikTok videos, laughing and celebrating that Charlie Kirk was murdered, saying the most evil shit they can, and then touting themselves as a party of inclusion and diversity and love and kindness. And they're just demons. End of rant.
Well, I will say this. Both Republicans and Democrats in Virginia have denounced what happened to him, said that pretty much the same thing you said. We should not be murdering people because other people don't like what they have to say.
Yep.
So I will give them props, and I never give Virginia props, but I will give all of them because they did take a stand on that.
Good for them.
Yeah,
we should all be doing that. Everyone in America should be denouncing this heinous action, and no one should be celebrating it. If you celebrate it, you're evil, pure and simple. You celebrate a murder of a man right in front of his children. As I understand, his children were there.
Oh, Jesus.
His little children get to watch him die, and they're laughing and celebrating. And you know, here's the irony. The irony is that you know, there's a lot of talk, a lot of buzz on like X, especially. X is kind of the place to be. I like X because mostly the fact that I know that the people that are putting up these posts are actually the people whose names are on there. Like if you follow James Woods or Russell Brand or Elon Musk, you know that this is his account. It's not a fake. There's lots of fakes on there, but you know what his account actually is, so you can get truth on there. And it's a buzz with people that are just like us, just furious, livid, so angry. And I vacillate between trying to tell them, don't take the bait, because this is clearly bait. They want us to freak out. They want us to abandon the law so that they can then say, look, see, you guys are violent extremists. We knew it all along. There you go. We'll have to pass laws. And, you know, that and especially gun laws are really, really itching to pass more gun laws. We can't let them. And, you know, at the end of the day, we have every right to defend ourselves. If they want to murder us, we have every right to defend ourselves. And the problem is when you defend yourself, what happens? Look what happened to Daniel Penny, the guy on the subway. And all he did was a chokehold to subdue this guy. He didn't murder the guy. And they're saying, oh, well, you know, he did murder him. We don't know why the guy died. You know, I've been choked out. It's not that big a deal. It's really not. You know, you come back and you wake up and everyone's sitting around you looking at you and you go, what happened? And they say, oh, you were out, dude. And 90% of the time, you know what happens? People go, no, I wasn't. I've seen this happen. I wasn't. What are you talking about? Like, dude, you were out cold. We're all sitting there looking at you on the mat, out cold. You know, it's a very humane way to subdue a person. And they wanted to crucify him. Look at Kyle. What was his last name? The kid that shot those lunatics during the protest.
I know who you're talking about.
Written something.
Kirkpatrick or something.
Yeah, whatever. So and he was defending his uncle's garage. He knew that these protests turn violent. The mostly peaceful protests. The left doesn't care about those. They're mostly peaceful, but you know they're very concerned if Donald Trump supporters get together that they might be violent. And Kyle, I think it's Kyle Rittenhouse, if I remember correctly, and he was there with his rifle, as he's lawfully entitled to do. He was defending his uncle's property because he was concerned that it might get burned to the ground by the psychopaths that were, you know, quote unquote, protesting, actually rioters. And he was confronted by armed psychopaths. So the people that he shot, and what a lot of people don't understand is the last guy he shot had a gun in his hand. He was chasing Kyle. Kyle didn't confront them in a I'm going to shoot you way. He withdrew. He did the right thing. He backed away. They chased him. They told him they were going to kill him. He ran to try to get help, to try to find the police. He didn't want to shoot anyone. And then finally, when he fell and they were closing in on him, he knew that his life was going to end that moment. And he did what any American has a God-given right to do. He shot those sons of bitches. They richly deserve to be shot. And what happened? They tried to crucify him. That's what they're doing to us, America. They want us to know you are not allowed to defend yourself. If evil happens to you, oh, well, oops, sorry. And our answer is we pass more restrictive gun laws. Quick point, America, all gun laws are unconstitutional. A well-regulated militia being necessary to the security of a free state, the right of the people to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed. Period. The Constitution is the supreme law of the land, and all laws that are repugnant to it are null and void. Marbury versus Madison. So, no, they don't have any authority to tell us whether we're allowed to arm ourselves.
And the Second Amendment isn't just about guns. That's what everybody thinks. It's about whatever you can defend yourself with. I read
Arms.
behind the Bill of Rights. I didn't even know that until I read the book. I'm like, well, damn, they had axes, they had knives, they had everything.
Yeah.
Shovels, it doesn't matter. Whatever you can use as a weapon to defend yourself, that is the true meaning, not just guns.
Yep. Amen. Arms. That's why it says arms. It doesn't say guns.
Right.
The right of the people to keep and bear arms. Okay. So yeah, you can arm yourself in any way you want. And it's funny because when the Clinton assault weapons ban was active, I told people to tell me what an assault rifle was. Anyone that came at me with, oh, we like this, it's good, I would say to them, what is an assault rifle? Okay. And I'm telling you, I've never once, not one time of the 50, 60 times I had this conversation with people that were in favor of it, none of them, not one of them could tell me what an assault rifle was. At one point, a friend of mine who I was talking to, and I asked him that question, and he said, an assault rifle is any gun where if you hold the trigger down, it continues to shoot bullets. He's talking about a fully automatic weapon. Okay, so those of you who don't know, a semi-automatic weapon is a weapon that's like pretty much 99% of the guns that exist. Pull the trigger, it fires a shell. Pull it again, it fires another one. Each time you pull the trigger, it shoots one bullet, okay? A fully automatic weapon is a machine gun. Hold the button down, trigger, and it continues to fire until either you let go or it runs out of ammunition. And here in Maine, it is actually legal to own fully automatic weapons. I have many friends who have fully automatic weapons, machine guns. I have a friend who has 2 MP40s. An MP40 is a German World War II era fully automatic. It's actually, if you see any old war movies, World War II war movies, you will see the German soldiers armed with this weapon. It's a standard issue to the German forces, German soldiers. And what a lot of people don't know is they're all afraid of machine guns. If someone has their weapon on full auto and squeezes that trigger and just sprays off bullets, their chances of hitting anything are freaking almost zero. Okay, and you don't know this until you've tried it. I have done this, and I can tell you it is true. As soon as the first bullet goes off, the gun begins to shake. And now you're spraying bullets all over the place like this. Okay, anyone with a brain, anyone that knows how to use a gun, points directly at the target and pulls the trigger, boom, and then points at the next target and pulls the trigger, boom. And there's a video online that I watched once called Deadly Weapons, and there was a demonstration of this. They set up cardboard cutouts in a field, and the guy goes out there and takes his gun, and he's talking about how in the movies, the good guy has his gun and there's bad guys coming out after him, and the good guy takes the gun and rocking on full auto, and the bad guys all fall down, right? So he says, let's see how this works. And this is an experienced firearms instructor, not some schmuck he just handed a gun to. So he empties the mag, full auto, blasting away, okay, nicks one target. Then they cut, and he comes back and says, okay, so there's a little bit of arguing among the crew. The crew was all like, we don't think you were really trying. We're pretty sure we could do better. Give me the gun. He says, I'm going to let him go. Everyone here, we're going to give them the same opportunity. Full mag, full auto, blast away. None of them hit anything. True, okay? And then he does this. He goes, okay, now here's how it's done. Watch this. And he flips the switch to semi-auto and just goes bang, 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 and nails every single target right dead center. See? People think, machine guns, oh no, machine guns, oh. The bump stock thing is hilarious. I don't know if you know what a bump stock is, America, but it's a silly device that you put over the barrel of your gun that allows the gun to move forward and backward without you moving your hand. And it simulates full auto, because what happens is every time the recoil pushes the gun backward, it's being pulled forward by your hand, so you automatically pull the trigger. So you end up just basically letting the momentum of the gun continue pulling the trigger. And I've done this before, and I had a friend that was really good at this. He was a Marine, and he had an AK-47, and he could take that thing and hold it right at belt level like that and empty that mag at full auto, just right off like that, see? And that was not even with a bump stock. And a bump stock is a silly thing, and banning it is so stupid. It's like, and by the way, here's the thing. For those of you who don't know what the Clinton era assault weapons ban was, here is what it was. This is what an assault rifle is according to that legislation. I want to point out before I say this that there's no such thing as an assault rifle. It's a made-up term. The gun control advocates made up the term. Okay, assault rifle or assault style rifle. Those of us that are familiar with firearms don't use the term assault rifle because it doesn't mean anything. It's idiotic. Okay, if I can hit you with my coffee mug in the head, is this an assault coffee mug now? How dumb, right? So here's the definition. An assault rifle, according to this legislation, had to be a semi-automatic rifle with 3 of 4 defining characteristics. So a semi-automatic rifle that has 3 of these characteristics was an assault rifle. So, number 1, folding or assault style stock. This means the part that you put up against your shoulder while you're shooting. If it was a solid piece of wood, that's not a folding or assault style stock. If it was a metallic loop, which some of them have, or that you could fold it in on the gun so that you make the gun smaller for easier transportation, That was considered one of those characteristics. Number 2, a detachable magazine of 10 or more rounds capacity. Now, another silly term you're going to hear, America, is you're going to hear them saying high capacity magazine. Well, folks, every rifle you buy comes with a standard capacity magazine that has 10 bullets in it. So this legislation included the 10 because the people who drafted it knew that that would include virtually every rifle sold. There is no rifle out there, very few out there, that holds less than 10 bullets in a magazine. It's a standard capacity. Number 3, a bayonet lug. What is a bayonet lug, you ask? It is not a bayonet. It is a bolt that is mounted on the barrel of the gun that is capable of having a bayonet attached to it. So yes, bayonet lug. Number 4, flash suppressor. This is a device that sits at the very end of the barrel, and it allows you to shoot without seeing a giant orange flame in front of you, because this has several detrimental effects. It tends to blind you while you're shooting. That orange flame obscures your target. Instead of seeing a nice target, you're seeing this. Very hard to aim. In a combat situation, it tells the enemy where you are, because they can see the muzzle flash, and they go, there you are right there, and you will draw counter fire. So if your rifle had 3 of these, it was an assault rifle. If it only had 2, it wasn't. The time I owned a Chinese SKS, it's a rifle. It's a very cheap rifle, but it was fun to shoot. It was horrible to clean.
7.62 by 39.
There you go, brother. And I liked my SKS. It was a fun gun. It was fun to shoot.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it had 3 of the 4, so it was in fact qualified as an assault rifle according to this legislation. And all I had to do was remove the bayonet lug from the barrel. So it was the same exact gun, virtually nothing different except one small little metal piece on the barrel of the gun. And I had a 30-round detachable magazine. And believe me when I tell you, that was a potent weapon.
Yeah, that was
the fact that it just, this legislation was completely idiotic. It was insulting to the American people, and it was also unlawful. And folks, I go back to that every time. We got to stop playing their game, which is arguing, whether we should or should not have a bayonet lug on our guns, and instead tell our Congress, you don't have authority to pass this law, and they don't. And if you pass the law, it's null and void. Marbury versus Madison.
That's right, man.
That's right. It is right.
Whew. So now we've covered all of that.
Yeah, sorry.
Rest in peace, Charlie Kirk. No, why? I'm sorry. Don't you ever apologize to me on this show like that again.
All right, then.
This is Charlie Kirk's rest in peace, man. So,
wow.
Do you know? Go ahead. But I was going to
have to acknowledge that today is 9/11.
Yes.
Yes, it is.
And it's another somber day. I feel like this whole week has been somber for me, right? My kid's uncle passed away. Then this guy last night. Now today. It's just been a real bad week for me. Oh God. So I want everybody to keep his family in their prayers, the 9/11 family in their prayers, my kid's uncle in their prayers. Let's just hope we can get past this. And I really hope that other people are going to double down, because I'm not stopping. Like I said, we're going to be live, and I'm going to be in person next Saturday at one of our rallies.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't want this to scare people, because it doesn't matter if you're in front of people, you're by yourself. If they know your routine, they know who you are. We're all targets. I remember when I started doing my YouTube channel, I called a friend of mine. I'm like, hey, I'm going to start a YouTube channel about CPS. She's like, yeah, Tiffany, I don't know. It was good while you were like behind the scenes and helping people, but you're doing some Martin Luther King shit, and I'm scared they're going to kill you. And this is what I said to her. If they can penetrate his own people to turn on him, what's the use in hiring bodyguards? If they're going to take me out, they're going to get me where it doesn't matter where I'm at.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Yeah, so, unfortunately.
You're a scary woman.
They abandon the rules as soon as they're losing. Okay, they pretend they're rational. They pretend they want an exchange. They pretend to love our country. They pretend that our Constitution matters to them. But then, as soon as things aren't going their way, they just go, "Oh, we don't like that person. Let's just kill them." And then they laugh and dance and celebrate like nasty little demons at freaking Satan's birthday party.
Well, that's their playground, right? Because if any one of us get picked off, they'll be like, "Oh," especially me. "Oh, did you see Tiffany? Oh, Tiffany had an accident." "No, bitch, I didn't have an accident. Tell the truth. You killed me." But they're grown, okay? And I'm going to tell them the same thing that I told my youngest daughter's father when he said, "I had a gun in my face. The next time you friends see you, they'll be coming to your funeral." And I sat up in bed and laughed at him and said, "There's 4 of me running around. You can run, but you will never hide."
Mm-hmm. That's it. Especially from you.
Exactly. Or not even me.
Well,
my kids are just as ruthless as I am. I'm their mom. Thank God they got my brains.
The brawn, you mean the brawn? Isn't it lovely? Do you see her autumn tree? Do you see the autumn tree that she has in the back, Dana?
Yes.
It's very nice, isn't it?
Beautiful.
Man, have you ever had an autumn tree?
No.
Nor have I.
Didn't know that was a thing. Now I do.
I asked her, "Do we get presents on an autumn tree?"
No.
No.
Then why do you have the tree, Tiff?
Because I love fall. Fall and spring are my favorite seasons. So I put a fall
If you fall down, you need to spring back.
Well, I will tell you this. I found a red, white, and blue Christmas tree that I'm going to buy and keep it up all year round
Well, hell yeah.
in my living room.
Man, that I could go for sure.
And I'll buy little flags to put on. I'm going to decorate it all American. My husband's like, "Oh my God, if you put one more goddamn patriotic thing up in our house," I said, "You'll be all right."
Yeah, I mean, at least it's not a CCCP flag, or U.S. Yeah, wasn't that what it used to say? CCCP, right? The Russian red flag that they used to fly.
I have the Constitution matters. Stop, Darren. I have 1, 2, 3, 4. I got 5 American flags. I got the peace flag. I mean, I got it all. The Bill of Rights, to protect the Bill of Rights. I got all kinds of flags.
You should be an American History Museum. Yeah, you should be American History Museum.
So we need to get Dana a flag too. With
he has one.
3 of us on there.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Did Darren? I mean, did Dana see the flag that I got for you?
It's right here.
And I'm going to get one for my dad too. So yeah, we got to get Dana a flag with all 3 of us on there.
Nice.
Oh, Lord.
Love it.
Yep.
Good stuff.
We'll put Dana looking in the window. We'll have Dana looking in the window.
Like a creepy perv.
Yeah, like the suction cup. Like a barnacle, Oh,
sure.
Man. Well, yeah. I think that was nice. I think that's the best thing that we should do is right now is just shut up and tell everybody we'll be back tomorrow. What's your thoughts?
I'm good.
I think that's how this goes for all.
God bless America, and we need to remember that and I know that I'm very bad at this. Okay, I'm an angry guy by nature. I've suffered injustice all my life from friends, from family members, parents, even my own children have disrespected and ridiculed and condemned me. So I know anger. Believe me, it's my constant companion, and I am as angry as I've ever been or ever could be about that poor little innocent Ukrainian girl that got stabbed to death by the psychopath, about Charlie Kirk, who was a good man and murdered in cold blood just because the lunatic demons that hate him wanted to shut him up because they didn't like what he had to say. But we need to resist the temptation to become lawless. We have lawful solutions available to us. Lawful solutions sometimes don't work. That does not mean we abandon them and become crazy and start, because that's what they want. They want us to lose our minds and start becoming lawless. Don't do it. Don't give them the satisfaction. Stay the course.
That's it. Smarten up, America. All right, guys. Till we meet again.
Shot down and he was barely 31. Another woke coward took a life with a gun. He left behind a wife and a daughter and a son. All he did was try to speak for all of us. And I'm so tired of the hatred and the narratives. The patriots ain't dangerous, woke people are the terrorists. They shot and killed the father, sent a message to Americans. They ain't gonna stop until they bury us. Dear Charlie, I don't know if you can see us now, but if heaven has a window, I sure hope you're. We ain't going quiet, we gon' scream your name loud. And you're gone, but I swear to God that we gon' make you proud. We ain't backing off or giving up, I'll preach what you taught me. They may have killed a soldier, but that man had an army. This is far more deep than some political parties. And you can't kill freedom, so this one is for Charlie.
This ain't the America that all our parents love, but good men try to keep making it great. Pray that God will take care of us, the system is failing us. But good men things that they say, and I can't just be quiet. So I gotta be brave, cause this is America. Lately it's scaring us, but one good man can change it all in a day.
Killed in cold blood for having a discussion, and liberals are celebrating murder like it's justice. You didn't kill a villain or the evil that it comes with. You killed a father and a husband. And I'm so tired of the left and all the wokery. We can't get along if you just kill us when we don't agree. Rifle fire from a liberal that no one sees. Scared I might be next to die when I'm just buying groceries. Charlie, we'll make sure your children know that defending all our freedom is why you aren't coming home. I hope heaven has a window you can watch your children grow and hear your message echo from below. And we ain't backing off or giving up, I'll preach what you taught me. They may have killed a soldier, but that man had an army. This is far more deep than some political parties. And you can't kill freedom, so this one is for Charlie.
This ain't the America that all our parents love, but good men try to keep making it great. Pray that God will take care of us, the system is failing us. When good men die for the things that they say, and I can't just be quiet. So I gotta be brave, cause this is America. Lately it's scaring us, but one good man can change it all in a day.
We won't stand for corruption. We won't stand for stealing kids. This is the Tiff and the Punisher podcast. Now joined by the angry citizen. This is a powerful trio. Set out to spread the Constitution. This is a powerful trio. Set out to stop the evil CPS.
We won't stand for corruption, and we won't stand for stealing kids. This is the Tiff and the Punisher podcast.